Hi, this is Mary from Cute and Cozy Crochet, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make a bird applique. So what you're going to want to do is make sure you have a 3.75 millimeter crochet hook or a 3.5 millimeter, either one will be fine. Medium weight yarn in a main color, I'm choosing blue, in a contrasting color, that's purple, some yellow yarn for the beak, and some black yarn or embroidery thread for the eye. So we're going to start off with our main color. Like I said, mine is blue, and it's medium weight. And you're going to want to start with making a magic circle. So cross over, make that X. You go under, pull through, and make that loop on your hook. Now you're going to want to chain 2 and work 10 double crochet into that magic circle. Now you're going to want to pull that magic circle tight, but you are not going to join. Instead, what you're going to do is turn your work and chain 2. Now you're going to work 2 double crochet in each of the stitches around. Now you're going to want to turn your work again. And you're going to chain 1. Work 2 single crochet in the first stitch. One single crochet in the next stitch. Now repeat this 6 more times. 2 single crochet in the first stitch, 1 single crochet in the next. So keep going until you have a total of 7 times, doing the 2 single crochet and then 1 single crochet. Now you're going to want to yarn over and do two half double crochets in the first stitch, a half double crochet in the next. Now we're going to do 2 double crochets in that next stitch, and a double crochet in the next. Now we're going to do 2 treble crochets. So you're going to yarn over twice and do 2 treble crochets into that stitch. And then 1 treble crochet into that last stitch. So now you're going to make sure you got a long chain and long tail and cut that yarn. And we're going to sew in that back tail just a little bit so that it's not in our way and it is secure. Cut that yarn and now set aside your main piece and grab your hook and your contrasting yarn. I have the purple. Having a hard time with this. All right, make a magic circle. Pull the loop through. Now you're going to work a 6 single crochets into that magic circle. And pull it tight. Now a stitch marker might be helpful here, but it's not necessary. So the first stitch, you're going to do 2 single crochets. In the next stitch, you'll do 2 single crochets. And now you're going to do a double crochet, chain 1, and now we'll do a treble crochet in the next stitch. Chain 1 and a double crochet in the next stitch. Oops. There we go. Now you're going to do 2 single crochet into the next stitch and 2 single crochet in that last stitch. Slip stitch to join. And now you're going to make sure you have a long tail for sewing it onto the main part. Trim the back. And now we're going to sew it on to our main piece. So use your yarn needle or tapestry needle to thread that through. Get my hair out of there. Put it right in the center of that body. So that's your tail right there. You're just going to want to sew it right there in the middle of the body. Once you have finished sewing that on, make sure that you tie a nice little knot in the back. I like to use my yarn needle to just kind of sew it in to the other stitches. I'll get back in the video there. And then loop through to make a knot. Just like that. And then you can trim it. You don't have to have the whole thing completely cut off, just enough. Now we're going to take our black embroidery thread or black yarn, whichever you have, and you're going to thread it through your needle. You don't need a ton of it, just enough to make an eye. Once you got that threaded through, you're going to put it into the second row at about stitch 2. Don't pull the whole yarn through. just put it through enough so that you can get a good amount through there. And then you're going to do it probably about 2 times just to give that dark look for the eye. Then you pull your needle off and tie a knot in the back. And then trim it so it doesn't peek out on the other side. Good. Now you're going to want to grab your yellow yarn, and this is going to be for your beak. You could also use orange if you think that's best. You don't need a ton. And you're going to sew it on around stitch 4 of your last row and through to stitch 5. So just pull it through, through the front. I should have gone through the back. So you go through the back at stitch 4, pull through, move into stitch 5, pull through, and over to stitch 4 again, to stitch 5, and then try to go right in between stitch 4 and 5, just to fill in that gap. Now you're going to pull through one more time, and now when you wrap around, you're going to want to go right down the center of the beak. Once you've done that, tie a knot. And then you're going to trim it just like you did the eye. Flip it over, and there you have your little birdie. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it was helpful for you. If you'd like to see any other videos, please subscribe below and check out the other videos in the link.